I do have the San Antonio Predators presented me, and you'll see the picture on Facebook as well and on the Twitter page, presented me with a game jersey that they were wearing during the game this past Sunday against JYSF Venom during Military Appreciation. And I want to thank you very much. It is a fantastic jersey, beautiful working. I think it was they were selling them out there. They presented a check to the Wounded Warriors Project. They honored all in active duty and veterans of the military. They even celebrated those that we've lost in our military who fought for our freedom to be out there to do what we do and be able to enjoy the freedoms that we enjoy in this country. It was a great, great event all day long. I want to, again, my hat's off to the Predators for putting that together. It was a great day. Saw a lot of the veterans come out, saw a lot of the Wounded Warriors that made the trip out to enjoy the day and enjoy some football. It was a great, great event. I'll stand up here real quick and I'll show you real quick. If you can hear me, there's the front of the jersey. It's got all the different armed forces groups. And then on the back, I'll see if I can't see myself, but it's got my name on the back. So appreciative of what they did. I'm wearing it tonight. And then from here, I've got some shadow boxes that my wife's been putting together for me of jerseys that I've received. And this is going to go on one of those. I think we're going to try to make it into one of the shadow boxes that shows all of the armed forces names on the front. We're going to see if we can't get that to fit right. But it should look fantastic with the stars and stripes on the back. There it goes. I can see the replay there. It does show on there. You are 10 hot dogs. It was great. Okay. So, again, it was a great day. 979-353-4421. The number is open. The line is open. Waiting for your calls, for your requests or predictions. You guys asked for this. This is something you wanted me to do. So, at this point in the season, I'm not going to pick the games. When we get to the halfway point of the season is where I start looking up the big-time matches. Usually the top 5 matches I try to look at and find some games that are going to be really good and make a prediction on them from there as they start to have some playoff implications. But right now, this is your opportunity to call in 979-353-4421 for your predictions. We did it last week, and it was a big hit. Everybody was enjoying calling in, being able to get their request in, and I made the predictions on who I thought was going to win any particular games. And if you're trying to call in and have problems, let me know, because I had problems with the system the last couple weeks. I revamped some things, and I think I got it set up properly now. It should be working through my computer system now like it's supposed to. If not, we'll switch back to my phone, and we'll turn it on there. But if you are trying to call in and it's not going through, you're not be able to get through, because I'm not getting any calls right now. Let me know in the chat box, and we'll definitely get it fixed. It is working. There we go. Hi, Type Radio. You're on the air.
Hey, Danny, Shane, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, Shane. How's it going on?
Hey, I'm not calling a prediction because, our game got canceled, so I'm just calling to say 2 things. One, thank you very much for coming down this weekend. It was a lot of fun. Kids really loved you there, made it extra special, so I want to thank you for that. And 2, did you ever get to talk to Mr. Settles, the young man Settles, with his dad watching on Type of Radio?
He has not messaged me back yet, so I'm not sure. I'm sure he was supposed to go back. I did speak to his wife, and she was going to let him know that it was on there. He can go and listen to the podcast. The podcast is still there, but I'm sure once he does, I'll get a message from him. Those of you that don't know what we're talking about, one of the young men for the JYSF Venom that was playing in the game, his father unfortunately had to be deployed, and he wasn't able to attend the games and be there for the celebration. So we wanted to make sure he was able to hear live on Type Radio the game or be able to listen on the podcast. And Shane, who was by the way, Shane, you've got to be the worst hype guy I've ever heard.
Why is that?
It's like we're gonna have to work on your delivery. We got to work on your delivery when you need to hype things up.
Well, hey, man. I was like you. I didn't have a voice after the second game. I ain't used to talking that much. I'm used to typing.
I see. Yeah, that's right. You're one of the best keyboard warriors I know. Now,
exactly, man. I used to be on a mic.
Shane did a great job. He was out there kind of orchestrating everything that was going on. And you interviewed the young Mr. Settles. I don't have his first name in front of me here right now.
Trey. Trey
Settles.
His name's Glenn, yeah.
Yeah, Glenn Settles. Trey Settles. He's Glenn Settles III, so they nicknamed him Trey. You did an interview live on the field with him, and that was recorded on Type Radio as well, so he should be able to hear that. But we'll try to follow up with Chris Davis. Let's see. Chris Davis just chimed in on the Facebook Live. He says, yes, Mom and siblings were crying their eyes out. They had no idea it was all going to happen like it did. Thanks to you all.
If you want to, Kenny, I posted it on my Facebook. You're able to go if you want to go. You can share it. I posted the interview on my Facebook.
Okay, great. And actually, you know what? You go back there and tag me on it, and I'll get it from there.
Okay, cool. All right, man. Again, thank you, brother. I appreciate you very much, Kenny.
Not a problem, and thank you for having us out there, and thanks for the jersey. Everybody's enjoying it, looking at it on Facebook Live right now.
Awesome, man. Take care.
All righty. Have a good night. 979-353-4421. Again, that's the number to call for your live predictions. You asked for this. You, the listeners, asked for this, and I'm trying to bring it to you. And again, remember, I will not take your prediction request on the Facebook Live. I want you to call. That's why I've got this number, because I want this to be an interactive show. Get on the phone at 979-353-4421. Tell me your name, where you're calling from, and the requested game that you want. Including the age group. Include the age group as well. I know there's a lot of great games that are scheduled. Of course, we're going to be out in Irving, Texas. We've been requested to be at the Irving Ballas hosting the DFW Outlaws. It is their homecoming game, and it's a pink out. So they'll be they picked that date to celebrate cancer awareness with a pink out, and they will be doing their homecoming celebrations against the DFW Outlaws. So we'll start this off here with the DFW Outlaws and the Irving Ballas. So let me check out the Irving Ballas. Let's see. And we'll put all age groups here real quick for them. They're Division II. Let's see where they're at. All right, so the flag is 1-1. The Tykes are 2-0. Their rookies are 0-2, and their juniors are 2-0. So we'll take a look at the DFW Outlaws. As soon as I get everything loaded up here. DFW Outlaws, Division II. All right, so their flag are 0-3. Their Tykes are 1-2. Their rookies are 3-0, and their juniors are 1-2. So if I was to pick these games right now, I'm going to go with the Irving Ballas in the flag. Although they're 1-1, they've scored 13 points on offense and they've allowed 20 points on defense. DFW Outlaws are 0-3, but they've scored 21 points, but they've allowed 45. So that might be a little bit of a closer game than most people figure. Even though the Ballers are 1-1, the Outlaws look like they scored. They've just been outscored. So we'll see how that game turns out. But I'll go with the Ballers right now for a homecoming win. For the Tykes, the Ballers are at 2-0, scoring 24 points on offense, 12 points allowed on defense. The DFW Outlaws are 1-2, scoring 42 points and allowing 19 points on defense. I'm going to take an upset on this one. I think the Outlaws might steal that game on their homecoming night against the Ballers. So I'll take the Outlaws in the Tykes. Coming at 1-2, I think they've improved the 2-2. The DFW Outlaws rookies, they are 3-0, 50 points on offense, 12 points on defense. versus the Irving Ballas, who are 0-2 right now. They've only scored 14 points on offense. They've allowed 38. That's going to go to the Outlaws. And in the juniors, DFW Outlaws are 1-2, 81 points on offense, allowing 58 on defense. Versus the Ballas, who are 2-0. They scored 63 points on offense and allowed 20 points on defense. Even though that's a 1-2 versus a 2-0, I think that is going to be a good game as well. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if the DFW Outlaws steal that one from the Ballas, but I'm going to pick the Ballas on that one. So I'm taking the Irving Ballas in the flag and the juniors. I think the DFW Outlaws will take the rookie game, and I think the Outlaws will upset, I think, what will be considered the favored Irving Ballas in the Tykes. So this may be a 2-2 split kind of weekend. And, of course, you can catch all those games live here on Typer Radio Live. And, of course, each game that we do, a player will be named the Typer Radio Player of the Game, sponsored by Game Breaker. So, again, 979-353-4421. That's the number to call. If you've got some a requested prediction. And I can't believe nobody's calling because you guys ask me for these predictions week in and week out. Get off the keyboard, pick up the phone, and call in. Because that's the only way I'm going to do it. That's the only way I'm going to do it. Now, Shane came on earlier, and I know he commented on the statement we were making about their next game coming up. They're facing the Junior Broncos. And when you look at the Junior Broncos, now let me bring up their group here. So the Junior Broncos here, their flag is 2-0. They have not allowed any points on defense. They've scored 59 points on offense. Their Tykes are 2-0. They've scored 80 points on offense. They have not allowed any points on defense. Their rookies are 2-0. 42 points on offense, 14 points allowed on defense. But their juniors are 0-2. They have yet to score a touchdown or any points on offense, and they've allowed 87. So all their teams have played games. And somebody checking out my dogs in the background. Yeah, they're snoozing. And actually, the one that you guys are looking at right now, back over by the door, her name is Sadie. She's a little bit older, and she is deaf. She cannot hear anything right now. As a matter of fact, she is probably so asleep that I'll have to go over there and actually move her to wake her up. And she'll look up at me and be completely bleary-eyed. It's almost comical to see it because you could tell she is just still in a fog when you wake her up. And most dogs are pretty alert at all times. But she gets into a nice deep sleep, the fact that she is really deaf and can't really hear anything. So it's really funny. We have to hand motion for her to get her to move to do anything. And she recognizes it, and she moves. So she does really good. But, yeah, she's deaf, so it's easy for her to go to sleep. She just finds a nice spot, and she's out and she's gone. The rest of them are down here by my feet. And as a matter of fact, let me do this. Since no one's calling in, we got a little bit of time. Hang on a second here. Those of you that are on the Facebook Live, let me flip this around real quick. All right, so down here at my feet are three other little ones. Three of the little ones are down here at my feet right now. I got two more over here that are snoozing. Then I got the big boy right here who's snoozing as well. So there you go, a little inside look. And what we're doing here in the studio, let me flip this back around here for you. What we're doing here in the studio is I'm revamping some things, trying to get everything set up. We've got the Nebraska flag in the background right now, but I'm in the process of building some shelves on the back here where that flag